Justin is going to perform a shoulder CAR with external and internal rotation flutters. So very similar to our typical shoulder CAR, all he's looking to do is he's rotating all the way around to his hips. The only difference here is, as you can tell, he's internally and externally rotating his shoulders here. So through the shoulder joint, he's continuously just rotating through as he goes into shoulder flexion here. And then as he works his way outward, he's going into some shoulder abduction and then back into some shoulder extension once it's by the hips. So it should feel a little bit more difficult considering we have some constant movement going around here. But if you are looking to add a little bit more difficulty, we can just add some load. So holding water bottles, holding weight will work as well over time. But that right there is our shoulder CAR with external and internal rotation flutters. Let's perform a single arm teacup. So what you'll need is a small plate, book, anything that's nice and flat. Basically how you're gonna hold it is you wanna hold it kind of like a Spider-Man grip. So we're holding it just so the weight won't fall forward, back, side to side. So feet going to be shoulder width apart or hip width apart. You're going to reach forward here to start with the weight. When you reach forward, you're looking to protract the shoulder blade as much as possible. From there, you're reaching away. Once you reach away from the plate here, your hips are going to move in the opposite direction. And that holds true for the entire movement. So wherever the weight is going, the hips are going to move in the opposite direction. You're just gonna pull this behind the head here, right? Keeping the wrist flat through the whole movement, ideally parallel to floor. You're gonna reach it above the head, around all the way forward again. You're gonna internally rotate your shoulder here now. The hips, as you can see, are moving to the opposite direction of where the weight is. You're gonna basically flex the wrist as much as you can here. That way you can create some space to then swivel through the hips here. So the full repetition is going to look like this, where we're just swiveling around, reaching forward, flexing in the wrist, bending down. In terms of shoulder movement, here we got a little bit of flexion going on. Abduction is what it's called when you move away from the body, and then overhead, some more flexion and some external rotation in the shoulder all the way around. Internally rotate the shoulder here, and then we're back into some external rotation and back to the initial position. That is our single arm teacup, performed for the prescribed sets and repetitions.